Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the last episode, Alicia learned to use specials and we took down Shinryu, after which I had reached the end of the content Namida had built so far, and so I put the series on hold for a short while, but now we're back. And I'm playing version 20 of the game, which Napster has just released tonight. I was getting kind of near the bottom of the save slots, so I've deleted all of my old saves except for the low-level game and my current save. Most of them were old saves where I reached a decision point and wanted to keep a save there just in case I ever wanted to go back to it, but by now it's clear that we're never going back to any of those. So it's time to move on. With version 20 coming out, there's definitely a lot of looking around to be done first before I move on to anything new, because typically for Namida, I have done a little bit of looking around in my own time. And typically for Namida there are lots of Easter eggs hidden away if you go back to revisit old areas. Some of these were added to this version but would be viewable much earlier in the game if I'd been playing on this version from the beginning. Others are in old areas, but only if you go back to them later on. Now, this cloaked merchant is still here, which is interesting. That's the first time a cloaked merchant remains after you've completed the area he's in. But this is the one who was charging over 4 million, so it's not that surprising that he remains. Maybe it will be realistic to get that amount of money later on. Anyway, last time I was a bit disappointed that when I went back to Mia's room after she'd left the party, she just had an old line of dialogue. But now she has something new. Thank you again for all your help. As a token of my appreciation, I'll open one of these blue chests for you. Take whichever one you like. So we can get one or the other. I have had a look at this off camera, so I know what's in both of them. And even if I hadn't already done that, I would of course make a save so that I could look in both and then decide. Anyway, the Solar Akara is an equipment that's unique for Liana. It is her ultimate weapon. So, similar to the Final Fantasy games, every character gets an ultimate weapon, and we do know when we have it. It will tell us in the description. The Solar Akara is Liana's, and we already have Alicia's, the Omega Shuriken. That was the reward for beating Super Weapon. I don't yet have the ultimate weapons for the other characters, but they might become available later in the game. However, the other chest has Tara's ultimate weapon in it, so at this point you do have to choose one or the other. Now, what else was there while I was here? This place is rather confusing and easy to get lost in. Ah yes, the pub. Oh, there's a legend in Sisona about those sparkles in the forest. Some say they're fragments of an ancient monster who holds a truly one-of-a-kind weapon. So that's a hint, I think it's a new hint, about the sparkles that lead to the Shinryu battle. And if you remember, the reward for beating Shinryu was the Eraser. Instantly kills one enemy, even if immune. So this character just clarifies that this is the only one in the game ever. And I have asked Namida about this, and he confirms that it will indeed kill absolutely anything, even bosses. So that's pretty awesome. Before leaving, I just want to grab a couple of things from the shop here. I hope I've got the right shop. So now that Ivy has learned White Magic and Alicia has learned Specials, I'm going to be changing the party setup a bit. So I'm going to get another couple of EXP draws and AP draws, so that if I want to, for exploring dungeons and random encounters, I can stick with the same 4 members in the front and not have to switch the others in to get experience. But before doing anything like that, I mentioned this in my bonus video on the low-level game. Namida has now decided that at the start of the game you only get 3 ability slots, and you have to purchase upgrades to 4, 5 and eventually 6. I would quite like to have 6 going forwards. So before doing anything else, I'm going to hop in the balloon, and I know where to find them because we talked about this a fair amount in the Lemmings Forums IRC when Namida was contemplating this decision. So I know where to look for the NPC who sells. So this one is the upgrade from 3 to 4, 500 kicks per person, or you can upgrade all characters for 3,000. Now, you might think, but aren't there 7 party members? But remember that in a new game, you would reach this person before getting Vince. And something related to that may be why once you get the 4th slot, Vince automatically has his 4th ability equipped, and the others just have the slot. Anyway, I also know where to get number 5. And this is a nice convenience. This wasn't on the world map before, but we can now land directly at the Monster Hunter hut. She charges 5,000 per person, but we have enough to get these for everyone. So everyone now has 5 slots. And while we're here, let's go inside. This chest is new, but it's locked. Well, you're in. They should let you into the mountains now where the Mai relics were discovered. Namida has told me that that is not built yet, so that will be put off until a future episode. By the way, have you encountered a fire guy on these plains yet? No, we have not. I've noticed a lot of them in the grass near the rock formations to the west. You might find one there. So that's the same area where we fought the Vampira optional boss. Okay. You don't have anything new to say, nor do you. Okay, I'm going to save at this point. And I'm going to see if I can find this fire guy. So I've just reached the rock formations, and I was just taking off no encounters to put on 1 MP cost, and that reminded me that I have all these trainer abilities to put back on because I took them off for the Shinryu optional boss. So I'm going to have to do a bit of sorting things out and deciding what party I want to have going forward, and it's best if I do this off camera. Okay, I think I'm sorted. So we have a new front 4 going forwards. Harley and Vince are no longer main party members because, sadly, the skill set that they have spent the entire game learning, they've just been overtaken by girls who learnt the same skill set overnight. And talking of skills, I would like to heal up Amanda because she now has HP plus 100%. So this is my new setup. Everyone has EXP Turbo except for Harley because his level is far ahead of the rest. And I don't want him to get too far ahead because that will make it harder for him to gain AP. Even though he's not a front party member anymore, there may be particularly nasty bosses that require both white mages, like the super weapon, or both specials users, like Shinryu. So I do want to keep working on Harley and Vince, and Tara for that matter. Liana, I've decided to use Theft purely for the steal ability, and it costs 50 AP, so I can get that right now. Ooh, Swipe is new. What's that? Oh, steals an item from all enemies. Nice. Anyway, I wanted Liana to learn Theft, just because having two party members with that ability makes it a bit quicker to get the steals. And while I'm doing that, let's look if the others have anything they could learn. Ivy has a few things she could learn right now. I'm not entirely sure which one I want to go for next. I will probably save up and get Reflect next. I think I said that Harley would get Reflect next. Or, no, Harley already has it. Well, I don't want too much duplication in the skill sets of my two white mages, but they're both going to have enough AP, I think, to learn all the skills. And Reflect is something I might want to cast, and I don't want to have to go to the inconvenience of switching party members just to cast that, so it's good to keep. I'm going to make Ivy specialise in status and Harley specialise in healing, so Harley will go for... Harley has Curona and will probably get full cure, and I'll probably will never get that with Ivy because she has Blessing. Anyway, Alicia. So Swipe is available now, 500 AP, or she could learn another special. None of the remaining ones is really that interesting to me, so I'll probably go for Swipe. Amanda, oh, she has quite a bit of AP. I just got Disaster, right, because I got a good chunk of AP from Shinryu. So I could get any of these next, really. I'll probably wait and get level 3 Elementals B because that is something that's unique to Amanda and would be nice to have. And Vince, I've basically decided there's no point in giving him AP anymore. Toughen is the only remaining thing. Namida has lowered the cost to 2,000, and I will probably get that by the end of the game just because bosses give a lot of AP. Sorry if this is taking up so much time, but I do like to explain my party formation just for those viewers who are interested. And Tara, I'm basically just learning the last two things on her list, just so she has a full list. So, the back three have EXP draw and AP draw, so that I don't need to switch in battle anymore. And they also have AP turbo, except Vince does not, because I don't need that from now on. Now that I have 5 slots available, everyone has HP plus 100%. I've given Vince the HP trainer because he has the lowest HP at the moment, but mostly I want the trainers to be on my front party members. So at the moment, Liana has defense. Ivy doesn't have anything because she needs to use white magic and 1 MP cost. So if I get that 6 slot I can give her a trainer again. But for now, Alicia has strength and Amanda has magic and agility. The MP trainer is not on anyone because no one really has any use for it. Ivy has 1 MP cost equipped, and with that, her 128 MP is plenty. Okay, so having done all that, I'm going to reload my save, just because, and then check that, alright, so the only thing that I need to redo is learning steel. And now let's walk around these rocks and see if I can encounter a fire guy. Yeah, I don't have no encounters equipped anymore. So I should be getting an encounter. But this is not a fire guy. Okay, I'll cut back in when I find one. Well, that was a washout. I fought 20 battles, or rather encountered 20 battles without once getting a fire guy. I fled from most of them, but I did get a few steals from the others. So the aqua blobs give water touch, which can of course be sold. But I also wanted to steal a few blue magic items. Because even though Ivy has learned these blue magics, the items can be used with Alicia's mix ability, and at some time I'm going to play around a bit more on my own and try out different combinations and see if I can find any good ones. Anyway, I'm now here in Saria, and I've noticed there's another of these cloaked merchants at the back of the palace. He's charging 1 million, which I don't have, but it's worth knowing that he's there, just in case. There isn't anything new in any of the side rooms, but Cameron does have some new dialogue if we talk to him. Hello, how are you doing? Quite well, thank you. Good, keep it up. So, what exactly happened to you? The cult found me and took me to their base in Taspia. Shortly after Lena returned from an unrelated mission to defeat a powerful monster, she found out about this. The cult were more than a little slack keeping guard on me. She said she wished there were more to kill. So you just came back here? Well, last time there was the slight problem that someone, not naming any names, broke the security robot. Now that I've got Clunky 2.0, I doubt the cult will be able to get me again. Oh cool, we get to fight him? You kind of didn't give us any choice. Anyway, I'm sure you have more important things to do than talk to me. And no, we do not get a fight with Clunky 2.0. So I decided to do a bit of exploring old places to find the Easter eggs that Namida has hidden around. Carolint, the very first town in the game, is now selling HP plus 100% and MP plus 100%. As well as this. Namida, any comment? Luck plus 25% is one I don't even think we've seen before. I could be wrong there. Maybe they are for sale in Sisona and I just decided not to bother buying any. And in other news, the item shop in Carolint sells Phoenix Wing now, and it's cheaper than in Sisona. So after those interesting discoveries, I felt I had to go and recheck the shops in other old areas. I'm now in Uvia, and they sell multi-proof. So this is the thing that was available for 60,000 from one of the cloaked merchants, can now be sold in any quantity you like for just 30,000. A few status strike abilities, and I'm just going to look in the tool shop and then Okay, nothing especially exciting there, although X-Bomb is a late game thing. I'm pretty sure that wasn't on sale the first time we were in Uvia. So I'm just going to walk out of here the normal way. In case you've forgotten which town Uvia is, it's this one that we only visited once in the plot. And that was when we were looking up something in the library and Alicia fought Ben just outside. I'm not sure whether I thought of having a look down this path, but there's a chest here. Zombie touch. That may have been there all along and I only just noticed it now. Anyway, since we're here, I'm going to walk to Nyata and see if there's anything interesting along the way. This will take us past the Metaspi entrance, so let's just have a quick look inside. This room is new. This goes to the red button room, but the button is pressed, so I think it is the same red button room. Just to double check, I'm going to see whether anything happens if I hit the button again, but no, nothing's happening. It's Namida, can you confirm whether this is meant to be the case? It's just a little bit mysterious. And if we go through here, we get to... Okay, this is the Hellfire room. Oh, that reminds me. I made a silly little discovery. The rare item for beating the Hellfire says awarded for defeating Fire Soul. But Fire Soul is the name of the little fires that are with him. At least I think so. Where are we now? This looks like a new area. That's an unopened chest. I'm going to take no encounters off to see if there are any new enemies in here. Is there anything particular I want to put on in its place? Well, let's go for HP plus 100. So here's a chest. Ultra MP, that's probably an ability. Allows MP to exceed 999. So that's pretty cool because Harley and Amanda have MP over 500. So I could combine Ultra MP with MP plus 100% to give them an awful lot of MP. And if I wanted, I think this is a Taurus map. And if I wanted, I could also combine that with 1 MP cost, so they could cast 1,000 times in one battle. I'm not getting any random encounters, so maybe this room doesn't have any. Through here is the Trinity Palace, which is now connected to the balloon, so we can... Hang on, I don't want to get in the balloon, I want to go back to the mountain pass. But since I'm here, I'll have a random encounter. We've seen these before, so I'll flee. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, this one sells multi-proof as well now. I'm pretty sure that wasn't here last time, or I would have noticed and said something. Also, half BP cost I don't think has ever been available before Sisona. Again, I could be wrong. But this one's only got old stuff. And so is that. Okay. No encounters back on. And let's get back on the road. Incidentally, I'm just going to test a little to see whether it's still possible to reach the calculator room and the invisible maze. It doesn't look like it. It looks like this entrance always goes here now, so those areas are not revisitable. This is where we fought the Eradicator. There's nothing new here. Oh! I brought a rope to go exploring up that other path. I thought it was weird that there were no monsters near the end. Then I encountered what scared them off. You mean this rope? This wasn't here before. I'm quite certain it's never been possible to go this way. So if there's going to be an encounter here, let's save. And then let's go forward. I'm not seeing anything. Ooh, now I am. Okay. Completely unknown, but let's do some common sense things like putting haste on. Actually, I'll put haste on Ivy first. And try stealing. It's called Adriol. Couldn't steal, but it has something. Piper Poke. Is that all? See, if this was only just put in, then I really don't know. This may have been available much earlier in the game, and I may be fighting an early game boss with a late game party. We'll see. Anyway, let's try out Amanda's newest ability, Flare. Yeah, that does a good chunk of damage. Oh, Ivy's going to have 2 turns in a row because of that haste. So let's haste Alicia. Doesn't have 2 turns now. That's okay. Nice. And let's scan the enemy. Oh, it also has Flare. And, oh, maybe it's not that early game. 260 is quite a lot. Yeah, I'll just provide Ivy. Then again, if I can do that much damage every turn, it will go down pretty quickly. Haste again. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to happen, but at least Ivy has Revivia. Okay, do you have any other moves? Yeah, we're getting there. Actually, this is one situation where it would be useful to put Reflect on. So, I'm going to put Harley in and do just that. Reflect only works once though, so let's do that again. Okay, it's already down to half its initial HP. And it's picked on Alicia again. That is epic. I'm going to put Vince in because those criticals are nice, but it would be nice to do more damage with normal attacks as well. Okay, it can cure itself, but that's fine. I can hurt it faster. Roller Blaster, what's that? That's very, very nasty. So let's switch in Ivy, Revivia, back. Yes. Switch Harley, Furona. And it looks like magic attack and magic defense have gone down, but not normal attack, so I can just go ahead with... Hang on, what? Oh, did Alicia still have Reflect or something? Because she wasn't healed by that. And that's going to kill her. No, it killed everyone. Okay, I can't take this as lightly as I thought. Still, should be pretty easy if I prepare for the Roller Blaster by getting Wall on everyone. I'm not going to bother going for the Hyper Potion, of course. Actually, I should do haste. Recalibrating its senses. It never did that last time. Oh, I haven't looked at its status vulnerabilities yet. Yes, I'll do that. No. Haste on Ivy first, then I can feel more freedom about doing these other things. So, scan the enemy. I'll just have Amanda use a Hyper Potion. So, status. Okay, it's basically immune to everything negative. Worth checking. And Blair does take out any one party member, but with Wall on it, she should survive that. Ivy's cure isn't that great. I should switch for Vince to get more buffs on, because although I could use Alicia for this, I want Alicia to be doing damage, because that thing has a ton of HP. 2 criticals in a row, very nice. Have Ivy haste herself. Actually, I'll leave Harley in for this one, because Amanda wasn't doing that much damage. Yeah, regen on Alicia. And reflect. Okay, so there's something up with its AI that makes it always flare the one who has reflect, because that seems very odd. What do I want to do with Ivy's turn? I don't know. Well, I'm not doing. I'm not. Instead of faffing about, just pure Alicia, because why not? But I want to switch Liana for Vince. And now I'll put Liana back in, I suppose. Okay, roll a blaster. Everyone survived though. Put Harley back in because he has Fiorona. Let's just see what buffs are on at the moment. Okay, I think that took everyone's buffs off, as well as debuffing magical attack. So I'll need to rebuff the party. And now it's started curing itself. That should be okay. Especially when I can get those criticals. No, she doesn't have reflect anymore. Let's put that back on. Nice. Okay, that's very nice if you're going to use Curia on your turn, because I have a long series of turns now. Can't think of much for Harley to do, so I'll put in Amanda and just flare. And it's even better for me if you're going to use a turn to do that, not to have any idea what it actually does. Oh, I should have hasted Amanda. Still, I can get off another flare and it's down to 40,000. Or down below 30,000 now. Yeah, this is nearly over. You know what? I don't care. Oh, that was silly. Never mind. Well, that's a very nice chunk of AP for everyone. Oh, and that's where we get the use black magic. So I now have 5 of the 6 skill set abilities. And a luck plus, which of course is going to Alicia. And now I really should just have a quick look to see whether anyone has anything they immediately want to learn. Swipe is tempting, Mug is possible. You know, I would like to do the same with Liana as Tara, just finish off her list. So I'll hold off until I can do that. Tara should be able to get one of the 2. Oh, she can get either. Spirit Buster then. Oh, that unlocks Agility Buster, and that really might be useful. Well, that's nice information, because that does confirm that's what I want to do next with Liana. Ivy. I said Reflect next, and that's confirmed. It's nice to be able to do that for 1 MP. Alicia. Oh, I said I would get Alicia's, where is it? Swipe. So that's still a bit out of reach. Amanda probably going for her elementals. Harley can't get anything. Okay. Pretty good, so I'll save after that. And do you have anything to say now that I've beaten that thing? No, same comment. Okay, let's continue to Nyata. Let's use this crystal since it's here. It's been a while since we were in this part of the world, I think. This world's gone crazy, I swear. I think that's a new dialogue line, I think you. But you don't have anything new. As if you would. Nothing behind these houses? Oh, that's right. We can get to our balloon from any inn, even if it's... no. I do like this music. So how about the Nyata shops? Ooh, this is where we can get the drain abilities. That's worth knowing. And Omni-Proof, but not Omni-Drain. I have 5 water touches now, just in case I want that extra bit of cash. Okay, so anytime we're facing an elemental opponent, come here and get a few drains. Nice. You've got a nice range as well. I should get... yeah, I will get one of everything that I don't already have one of, just so I can try a few different combinations in mix. One thing I haven't tried is whether you can combine two of the same thing in mix. Oh wow! Phoenix Wing 8000! Now that's worth knowing about. Wow. And I had done a little bit of looking around before making this video, but I certainly hadn't found that. This is where one of the cloaked merchants was, but that was early game. He's gone. You're still there. And you still have the same line. I do believe I just lost the game. Don't think we ever found out what this house is, just part of the scenery. This one's Harley's. But there's nothing new inside. That's odd. Why does Harley have 6 beds in his house? Does he often have guests? And who's looking after the house while we go all around the world on wild adventures? So this is... Oh, this is open now. This is the transient dungeon, of course. The line's been permanently closed due to the transients, but if you want to go in there, suit yourself. Don't go that way anymore. But this side is open, and there's a new chest, but it's locked. Okay. The way downstairs is blocked unless we can jump over that, which we should be able to do because we're in a dungeon, but no, we can't. This, I think, is going to be... Well, since it's the end of the line and not guarding anything, I'm guessing this is a more powerful transient and probably beating it will open that chest, but let's have a look. It is indeed another transient, or rather transient plus. I'm going to try scanning, but I think all transient type enemies are immune to scan. Yep. And I have just taken a look and discovered that this episode has been going on for a very long time already, so this looks like being another pretty difficult optional boss. So I'm going to stop it here and save this one for the next episode. See you then.